So I'm now into my second week of trying to fix my windscreen wipers. I have replaced the little wire mechanisms, these gearing wheels on there and on in behind that one. The driver's side I've had to put another one in because the first one was just too much. But this passenger side, let's just turn it on, it's still not working great. It overshoots, and the driver's side is a short sweep. So, and also I do have intermittent. Normal speed, but fast speed, no. So we are going to be putting in a new motor. So I've already put in a new park switch, which is that, because my last one fell apart in my hands. Tried to put it back together, and then it blew the fuse. So the little wire connectors inside must have been touching, so that was all wrong. So what I'm going to do is this little tab here, that long bit, which folds over the drive cable, maybe that isn't tight enough, so it's not putting enough tension on the drive cable. So we're going to give that a go, because these are supposed to be OEM parts, but we had to do a lot of banging and faffing around. So this back bit on the plate, that had to be bent back because these bars there, they just weren't sitting right and the cable was catching inside. I should have just got another one to put on this passenger side, but we'll try and just bang this down just a little bit with a hammer and a blunt chisel. Just try and get a bit more tension and see whether that works. So to swap the motor out, I don't want to take the drive mechanism out again. So I'm going to undo this nut here, which is a 17mm. And then, so I'll enable it to spin it around. And then I will undo these nuts here to take the plate off. And hopefully just take them out. Got the new motor all prepared. Now they do come without the internal drive cogs, which is here, and this one is 115 degree. They range from 95 degree to 145, depending on the swipe that you want on your windscreen wipers. There's plenty of grease put inside, and all the circlips put on the other side. So what I'll need to do is take this little clip off to remove this arm. The circlip and the arm is off, so we're just going to undo this nut. And then that should all slide out. So the old cog is 115 degree and the new one is 115, but yeah, slight. The old one looks bigger than the new one, but we will see. Now the new motors, they come without the cog, and on the back side of this is a little white push-in thing which catches on the park switch, which is underneath here. I've looked on other YouTube videos where they've added it in, and it's sort of set up for left-hand drive. So I took the little white clip off and put it onto the other side, because there's two holes where they just push out and then push back in. So we will find out which way it goes when we get it all in. So hopefully I should be able to just slide in the new one, put everything in, and then put the bar back in place. There we have it, it's all in place. Put plenty of grease on the inside of the plate just to stop any rubbing and friction. So we're going to put the new plate back in, and then can't quite get that nut up at the top, so I will have to turn the windscreen wipers on to reset the bar and the cog into the park position, and then I'll be able to do the nut up. Everything is all in. Let's just readjust the park. Okay, would help if I connect up the wiring. Simple mistake, wiring reconnected. Right, let's do the nut up. Okay, that's nut all done up. Let's just reattach the motor to the body and put this little padding in behind the motor just to help to protect it from banging and the movement against the bulkhead. Okay, that's all tightened up, but this new motor, there's a bit of movement in there. Seems a little bit smaller than the previous one. Well, let's just see how that goes. So we got intermittent, still overshooting, normal speed. At least we now have fast speed. We need to play around and have a fiddle with the sweep. So that must be the mechanism there. Okay, moment of truth. I banged that little tab down there just a little bit. Reset the windscreen wipers. Now let's see how they behave. Bit of moisture. Hey, look. Park lovely, no overshooting. Nice sweep. I think we may have cracked it. But then I thought that last time until I was actually driving in some heavy torrential rain, and then they started oversweeping. But that is the job finished on a Sunday, and I'm well pleased with that. And we have fast, normal, and intermittent, and they're parking lovely. I will leave it a day or two before I put the dashboard back together. Yeah, it's only taken me about 2 weeks to do this little job. I done it, put all the dash back together, but always reminder, test, test, test before putting everything back. Happy Sunday!